What happens to a person when they lost all the faith of society? What happens to a person when they lost all the trust to the society? What happens to a person when they lost faith in everything? I know, because I went there. And everything I saw around me, especially with the people who were around me, they were choose to be the persons who always showed me that the grass was greener on the other side. Because the grass on my side, it wasn't there. It wouldn't been seen. And everything around, it felt like I fly down to hell. So what would happen to a person when they lost faith of everything? But I want to change the question. I want to change the mindset. I want to change everything of the questions you just heard. Because the question I want to ask is this: what would happen to a person when they lost the faith of everything? When they see all the people around them who were acting like the grass was greener on the other side? But the person who has lost that faith didn't stop believing. Didn't stop believing in the only thing that matters, themselves. But the battle was so freaking hard. To do all of this alone, never have anybody that stood by your side. All the energies around the person wasn't nice. It was like frenemies. You know, a friend and an enemy at the same time. So my question again, what would happen if you lose faith in everything? Everything comes to an end. And the circles we are in need to be closed sometime. And if you come into that day when you feel that that circle is closing and you have stepped out of the circle and going into a new one, and you start to wonder, you start to see around you, and you start to see the real color of those frenemies, and you can feel the loneliness around you. And I ask again, what is happening to a person who losing faith in everything? I know, I've been there. And when the anxiety attacking coming, and you have to count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you start to think, you know that you need to walk one more step, and one more step, and one more step. And you know that everything you have behind you, everything you lost, everything you can't reach, everything that hurts so much, you know that you need to leave that behind you, and you need to look forward, and you need to be in the present. But the faith is still lost, and you need to work as hard as you can to rise again. Because the new circle need to be everything of that you want, everything of that you believe in, and the mindset need to be the best. And you need to look at your story to see, to heal, and to learn. Because if you don't learn what you've been through, you're gonna go into the same circle again and do it over and over again. A new world, a new kingdom, a new life, a new way, and faith. It's gotta be there somewhere. And it was. Yes, it was. But the faith wasn't what I believed it to be. It was something completely different. And the day I touched it for the first time, that day changed everything. I could really feel the glory in it. I could see the gratitude in it. But it was hard, because I needed to allow myself to go that path. I needed to allow myself to openly be love. But how could I do that? When faith of all humanity, when faith of everything around me just disappeared. But I was alone. And how? How could I take one more step? How could I see? How could I hear? And I looked up in the sky and I said, "Sun, I know you are there. I know you are behind all the clouds. I know you can show yourself. I need you to show yourself so I can walk up the stairs to reach you, so I know where I am going." By the time I didn't know who I was talking to, so I used the sun as the one I was talking to. And along the journey, somewhere, I don't know where, but somewhere, I stopped call it the sun and I start call it God. And I realized that the faith I had in myself, it was the same faith I had in God. And it changed everything. That day I realized that my intuition was more open than ever. That day I realized that the faith that I lost, it wasn't lost. It was just hiding itself for me to not run into the wrong sources, to the wrong people, to the wrong things. Because you see, I know now that I was so guided to not do things, to not see things. And I was so guided to be thrown into the healing journey because I needed to do that so I could see the real path I had to go. But once again, the mentality of the grass is greener on the other side, it's still around me, more than ever. And I have never ever been so alone as I am today. But at the same time, I'm not alone. I'm only alone here in the 3D world. But at the 5D world, I know that I have so much around me. And one day I'm gonna reach the thing I am reaching for. So no matter how sad I become, how sad I feel, how many things is wrong, and I can see it with my clear eyes today. I know that I need to go on anyway. I need to let the things I shouldn't walk to behind me. But it's hard, because the faith of humanity is gone, and I need to build that again. But I know that somewhere out there, It is something to grab onto. I just need to find it. Need to find it.